Imagine spending 4 years or more preparing for a career. Then, just as you're about to graduate, employers start talking about artificial intelligence replacing entry level work. You hear stories about hiring freezes. You see more applicants competing for fewer positions. And every week, another executive announces how AI is changing everything. That's why something unusual is happening at graduation ceremonies across the country. Students are booing speakers who praise AI, not because they hate technology, but because they're worried about the future. The class of 26 should be celebrating, happy, upbeat, elated. We're out of here. Let's go make some money. After years of, you know how it is, studying, exams, late nights, student loans, countless hours preparing for your career, what you're going to do, many graduates are walking across the stage and entering the workforce. But according to recent reports, many young people are not feeling that excited. They're feeling anxious. They're scared. They're fearful. And the reason has two letters: AI. AI has become one of the most powerful technologies in the world. Okay, no doubt. Companies are investing, as you know, billions of dollars to get on board. Stocks tied to AI have surged. Investors are celebrating what they see as the future, but many college graduates are asking it a different question. Well, what about me? What happens to me? Where do I fit in on all of this? I man, I my heart goes out to these people because they're entering a world where right now there is a lot of uncertainty. AI is taking jobs. That's tough. For many years the same formula has worked: go to school, work hard, learn valuable skills, graduate, get the piece of paper, right? Find a job, build a career. But AI is causing many people to wonder whether that path is changing faster than anybody expected. Recent graduates are already facing a tougher job market than many other workers. You know, all other types of workers, they're kind of already in, but the recent graduates, they're brand new and their resumes reflect it. Like, I don't have any work experience, but here's what I just learned. The thing is, if AI can do the job that they're applying for, that job will be superfluous. And there's not a company on the planet that'll keep filling that position if AI can do that job for them. Some employers, they're openly discussing using AI to perform work that was once handled by junior employees. And for a lot of graduates, the fear isn't that AI will replace the CEOs. They don't care about that. The fear is that AI will replace entry level positions that traditionally, those positions help people get started in a company and in an industry. Some companies are already using AI to write code, create marketing content, answer customer questions, analyze data, automate tasks. All those things once required human workers. Not anymore. Supporters say AI will create entirely new industries and opportunities, just like previous technologies did. And maybe they're right. History shows that innovation often creates jobs that nobody could have imagined beforehand. but that doesn't necessarily make the transition any less stressful for young people who are right now living through it. So imagine, again, spending 4 years or more preparing for a profession while headlines now are constantly warning that AI may eventually perform parts or the whole thing of that same job, and that's enough to make anybody uneasy. So this is why we're seeing growing concern among students and recent graduates. Many aren't worried about working hard. They're not afraid of competition. What they're afraid of is uncertainty. They don't know which careers will be transformed. They don't know which skills will remain valuable. And they don't know how quickly technology is going to keep evolving. And that is a tough position for anybody entering adulthood. I don't care how you slice it. That's tough. Meanwhile, Wall Street, of course, remains enthusiastic. Companies like Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Meta, a lot of others, they continue investing enormous amounts of money into AI. Investors see productivity gains. Business leaders see efficiency. But workers, and especially young workers, often see something different. They see disruption. And disruption can be frightening when your career is just beginning. The reality is, nobody knows exactly how this story ends. AI could eliminate some jobs. It could create, entirely new jobs. Most likely, it'll do both. But one thing's already clear. The emotional impact is real. Graduates are entering a world that feels less predictable than the one they expected to enter when they first enrolled in college. And I think maybe that's the real story right there. It's not technology, it's not stocks, it's not algorithms, it's human uncertainty, right? It's really uncertain, unsure out there. And man, my heart goes out to these people. They're entering a workforce that I don't know if it has ever been as unpredictable as it is right now, as uncertain as it is right now. And see, whenever us human beings face uncertainty, fear naturally follows. It's scary, And the question isn't whether AI will change the job market. The question is how people will adapt when it does, because it's gonna. And I think that story is just the beginning. And I'll see you next time.